ready.
Oh, that one cuts off early.
Not on my computer, apparently. It's
Well,
still going.
hi everybody.
Hey, everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with,
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show. Happy Mother's Day to those who celebrate. All the mothers out there, whether you're a dog mom right now like Gina was. Gina, I saw your post about Wellbe. and it's so important to be a good animal mom, and clearly Wellbe healed you, but you were a healing influence for Wellbe as well. And so to all types of moms out there, people who do any kind of mothering or caring for others, happy Mother's Day. Really, I had a wonderful day. Mr. O took me out to dinner last night at a Mexican grill that I wanted to check out. And it was small and it was very good. It
Yeah,
was
it was
actually
nice.
really
Yes.
good. My son
I
came
can't
by
wait for
this.
leftovers.
My son came by this morning for right after, literally, as my Material Matters show was ending, and gave me this beautiful, I know you can't totally see it, watch that's got shiny, sparkly stuff in it. And it'll go nicely with the sterling silver bracelet he gave me for my birthday and necklace. So I got a lot of bling from him lately.
I think our former producer is trying to buy us, well, her, for some reason.
No, he's not. He's being a caring son. He just went up north to help his sister out and the
So that's his
brother-in-law.
aunt and uncle.
Yes, because he spent, they spent a lot of time taking care of him. He would spend weeks up there with grandma, and they were there, and they
He
took
had cousins,
turns. He
right?
had cousins that they played together.
And, so my brother in law has a health crisis right now, and it's very rough.
He had
And
his leg amputated beyond above the knee.
yeah,
And so, our son did his part and went up there. He's very sweet that way. And so that's why I say, even somebody like my son, whoever has a
thank you,
mothering
Mr. Maurice. Thank
influence,
you.
you're very appreciated and should enjoy this day.
Well, you
Thank you
just
so
missed it.
much, Mr. M. Appreciate it greatly. And so, all of you out there who do your part, this is your day. And Welby was your mom in a way, too. Mr. O has a lot of mom in him. He cares a lot about things.
Yes. Oh, my mom was a great animal person. My mom would have been a veterinarian if her parents could afford it to send her to school. She really wanted to do that. She was kind of like really good with diagnosing animals' ills, and certainly dogs and cats, but she kind of extended that to some others because she spent a little time in the country on some farms growing up as a kid.
Happy Mother's Day to you, Violet. I
Thanks,
know this
Violet.
is, and I'm not
Hi, Diksha.
speaking about anybody in particular here. I know that I just DM'd somebody about, who's having a hard time on Mother's Day. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Sometimes people's children run astray and mothers feel that loss. Sometimes it's the opposite, where people have had a bad experience, growing up with their parents. And I get all of that. It's not a perfect world we live in, but, be the mother that you maybe never had. Be that person, be that caring, kind, generous person, and live your life with that model in mind.
Hi, Lilith.
All right, so
Let's get
blessings
started.
to all this Mother's Day. All right, got that out of the way, and we're going to do cards for the collective now. And I've got a few oracles here we'll talk about later, but I also have my brand spanking new Seasons of the Witch Litha Oracle. Because summer solstice is not that far away, and we're going to make some use of this deck. It's absolutely beautiful. I also went out the other day with a good friend of mine. We had a girls' day night, had dinner out. She bought me she bought me one really nice deck the astrology tarot, which I'll be using in up and coming shows. And I bought while I was there something called the music tarot, which is a lot of fun too. So those will be popping up later. And she bought me dinner out and bumpy cake for dessert. Awesome.
I never have friends
Hi,
like
SP.
that. Hi, SP.
So we had a great time together. It was definitely Gab Fest. We talked about our evil spouses. No, we did not. We did not do that.
They are amongst our best friends.
Oh, sure, the list is still open, SP. It's getting filled, but it's still open. Getting full up. All right.
Pretty purple, eh?
Aren't they?
Mm.
They're just gorgeous.
It's violet.
It's Violet. Violet, you'll love this.
So these are right side up?
Yes.
All right. Paper boats.
Paper boats.
Number 27, stay afloat and don't tilt too much. A lesson awaits you.
Wow, sage advice there. Don't tilt too much. I like that. And I just love the symbology. Some of the simpler things in life we may ignore experiences, like paper boats. The keywords are sending blessings, receiving good fortune, and giving and receiving. And that's funny because what was our card for today? The Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. All right.
Violet wants you to say the name of the deck again.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Seasons of the Witch Litha
Litha.
Oracle. Show her the sides of them while I read the interp here.
Ooh.
Beautiful purple, Violet.
I'll show the box again when we're done with this. Yes, I'm sure you will.
You know it. A wonderful midsummer practice is to craft paper boats. Fill them with flowers and blessings and then send them off on rivers, lakes, and streams. Whoever finds them will be blessed with good luck and fortune. It's a beautiful practice that teaches the art of giving and receiving. Abundance is a two-way street. To give, there must be a recipient, and to receive, you must be willing to accept. One cannot exist without the other. There is no shame in sharing or accepting, and you will find yourself experiencing both sides of the coin many times over. Share your time, your resources, and skills when you are in a position to do so, as you never know how a gift that is given without expectation can change someone's day, even going on to impact them for a lifetime. Each time you give, you deposit a karmic coin that will make its way back to you when you need it most. If you find yourself on the receiving end, do so without feeling guilty. Ha! Do you think I feel guilty about getting this watch today? No! Not at all. For needing a helping hand. That too, of course. Allowing others to repay their fortune to Allowing others to repay their fortune, in kind to you, is not a sign of failure or weakness, but it's one soul doing their part to uplift another, and in turn, lift up the greater consciousness. It all flows back into the unlimited stream of love, the universe's catch of kindness. Celebrate your turn in fortunes. Be sure to pay it forward when you're back on your feet. Don't I love this message? And it really does embody the message of the Six of Pentacles card in the tarot. And it couldn't say it better.
As you read that, I just said, yeah, you totally have that.
It couldn't say it better. And the thing is, sometimes even too, sure, we charge for some of our readings. We are a business, but really, I truly feel like this work we do here right now with you is our gift to you. We want to inspire you. We want to encourage you. We may give you some tough lessons here, but it's all hopefully in the process of your growth and your development and, making you more spiritually aware. So we give this to you with the best of intentions always.
And although we consider ourselves a business selling on our other site, We will always be free here, and therefore we so appreciate your donations.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
100%. We receive with gratitude and we give, with kindness. So
All
that's
right.
what we have for the collective today. Good luck with that. What a nice message for the day, for Mother's Day. And I also have here, for those that will be interested in oracles, I have my Liminal Forest Oracle. And I also brought out the Resurrection Oracle. The Violet Lotus got me for my birthday. I love this one too. And finally, just in case, I also brought out, now sometimes the messages don't resonate, but oh my gosh, this thing works so well for me. But it's called the Beloved Dead. And so it's a way of connecting with those on the other side as well. So
Hi,
I just thought
V.
I'd throw those options out there. Hi, V. And I think Diksha came in. Hi, Diksha. So,
Okay, so Anthony is up with a general reading for the week ahead, I believe.
and you would like it probably from the Litha Oracle then, Gina, right? That's what I see
She asked
there?
for that, yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right. So I'm going to use my Global Fusion Intuitive Tarot.
And this is for Anthony.
Right.
General read. Hi, Anthony. I hope things are going well. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you here today.
I think he said it was time to get back, or he finally got back, or something like that.
Ah, thanks, Violet. Okay, I think I got Kara, Vinny, I got Lilith. Oh, Diksha came before Lilith? Okay. I wasn't sure about that one. I think I had Lilith down, but that's okay. And then V.
Very busy. Ready for commencement.
Ah, Angel
Yeah, it's that
Rivera's
time,
been
eh?
talking about that too. He's been very busy at his job. And just when the semester's breaking and he thinks he could get some slack cut, no. They have to go to all kinds of educational workshops and stuff.
Alrighty. Card the first. 10 of Wands. Well, yeah, I took it right from your own
my
lips.
gosh.
Very busy. Well, or just feeling like, kind of burdened, kind of have a lot to carry right now. Card the second is Justice reversed. Yeah, it's not fair. But you know what they told me in my customer service seminar many years ago? Well, about 2015. Fair is another planet. And especially if you're in retail, but that's not you or I. Anyways, final card. It's another 10, but it's the reverse 10 of Cups.
Wow, these are similar to some, I don't know, in my Material Matters, I had some weird
Hi, Jackie.
combinations of cards like this. Well, clearly, it may not just be you, Anthony. There may be some other people in your work environment that aren't happy about things right
Oh,
now.
Gina, thank you. I don't know when it'll pop up. There it is.
Oh,
Thank you.
there's the cat.
Everyone likes the purple kitty dancing. Come on,
Thank
make
you,
that
Gina.
make that kitty
Hi,
dance.
Jackie. Good to see you.
Thank you
Happy
so
Mother's
much. Thank you
Day.
so much. We're gonna rock this town.
Why am
No,
I shuffling
okay.
these again?
You're-
I don't know, but I haven't given you any yet. Okay.
Right. Okay. So
Let's
you were
talk
talking about
this
those.
for Anthony first. I don't know if this is relating to your workplace. It could be other situations, but you clearly are overburdened in some way. You feel like maybe this is just an imbalance. There's some, with justice reversed here. I mean, it could feel like a sense of unfairness or you're not being treated right. But really, I think combined with that 10 of Wands, I think it's talking about your workload. Whether it's at work or in other areas of your life, you feel like things are out of balance right now. Those scales of justice. Things are just out of balance, and it's a difficult kind of time for you right now to keep things together. It may be coloring your mood. It may be distancing you from friends or family or other situations that you wanted to connect with. So, there is maybe that's why that 10 of Cups is here. Or if it is about the workplace in specific, I would say there that you are not the only one experiencing this at this time. And people, nerves nerves are a little frayed with each other right now. There's a bit of tension, in the environment.
Well, my Cancerian friend, I'm going to take this in a little bit of a different direction. I'm not going to say what Banshee said isn't true, because I feel that too, but it strikes me that these two tens are in opposition to each other, and maybe there's a connection there. And I wonder if you feel like you have certain burdens, or you have certain obligations, or things happening, fatiguing things perhaps, unfair things, and they sort of upset, your emotional life, and or maybe your possibilities towards a romantic life. Maybe this stuff stifles you in a way so that you're not connecting. And I know you asked before the romance question, but I'm just sort of throwing that out there too, as that this kind of quality could be working in that regard too.
Well, I think both of our interpretations were fairly close in that regard. So I was talking about social situations and social life too.
Okay.
And I think you're going to see here with what I just pulled, we got a problem.
Oh, it's the coffin.
We got a problem.
And the heart.
So, this might be affecting your feelings so badly right now that you're losing your passion for what you do.
Yeah.
That heart and that coffin, or maybe it may be, if you were involved in a relationship or you had something going on, somebody may be seriously feeling this separation, this ending of love, or this ending of passion and desire. It just feels like it's wearing you thin, and I don't want you to lose your passion for what you do. So find things, or what you want in life, or what you desire if it is a person. So I want you to really kind of focus on ways that you can ease your load, lighten that load. Don't take it home with you if it's something from work. Try to really keep as much as possible a distance between, your work and your personal life, and not let it overwhelm you. And if it's a personal situation, again, then don't take that to work with you and let it, devolve into a situation where you feel uninspired or detached from what you're doing.
Now, of course, I want you to keep in mind that you did originally ask for like the week ahead. So this is generally just saying like this may be some real interesting stuff you're dealing with in this next week or so, but ultimately I think my takeaway would be to focus on the reverse justice card and say that, yeah, this may be something you're not able to affect totally on your own, that this may be about other people's emotions, whether it's maybe my scenario or whether it's what she feels, which I also feel too is very likely too, that this could all be part of that energy going on. But remember, justice reversed, justice does eventually right itself. And so things that do feel unfair will eventually resolve or move you into a better direction.
I think these two 100% go together, the two tens. They may be in opposition with each other, but
Hi, Libra.
we have to remember that that 10 of Wands upright is a little bit more of a heady experience than when it's reversed. When it's reversed, you find that things are easing. And, justice is in its negative position too. So I almost don't think they are clashing with one another. They kind of fit with one another. And so I think here, as far as the justice things go, that's the imbalance you need to right. Don't let your work-life balance get out of whack here. And I do think it does apply for the week ahead. It may hit you harder this week than, and you shouldn't let it derail you. Just try to keep it together. I think you'll get through this. It's just a difficult time right now. And I think, with the 10 of Wands, this will pass. It will pass.
Good luck,
So
Anthony.
good luck with that. And thanks again, for everything. Your support. You're coming back. It's good to see you, Anthony.
It is.
Hey, what about that NFL draft in Michigan, Anthony? Didn't that go well? That was awesome. They had Dan Campbell as a Zolar, like in a fortune telling booth.
was
They
so
had
funny.
a figure of him, and he was doling out his Dan Campbellisms as fortunes. Man, if they ever sold that as a little tiny device, I would get one. That was so awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Man, I couldn't believe when I saw that. That made me want to fight, go down there, fight the crowds, and get a fortune from the Dan Campbell fortune teller. But I didn't.
We looked for them, but well, she did more than I did. I was kind of like didn't really care that much, but she didn't see them. The Northern
I
Lights.
couldn't see them from where we were.
People we know did.
I made a mistake. I think what I should have done was taken our main road and drove it towards Metro Airport. Because even though that's west of us, I could have looked to the right, the north, and I think I would have seen them there down those dark roads that way. But I didn't do it. And I should
Detroit
have.
tends to have too many city lights, the
Yeah.
area, and then other things that just sort of keep vision poor.
Did we throw a Lenormand for him? Yes, it was. It was
Yeah,
the
we did.
coffin in the heart. Losing my track, so we better get going. But great talking to you, Anthony. All right. Saw them near Lansing. Everybody was seeing. They saw them in Berkeley, which is well lit. And I'm kind of
12
like,
mile.
so why could I not see them here? I was really sad. I even went to darker streets where we had a golf course and stuff and thinking maybe I would see it
We
there.
have a golf course across the street.
I know.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Let's move.
All right, we are on Mr. M.
Hey, Mr. M. What do the cards see for me in my current job and finances?
Okay. Let's grab. Okay.
Thanks again for the donation.
Thank you so much, Mr. M. Appreciate it. You and Gina, that made our day. All right. Uh-oh. I gotta shuffle one more time. Darn these cards. All right. Okay.
One, two,
Well,
three.
we have the Emperor upright to start things off, Mr. M.
The Emperor. Nice.
Well, we also have the Nine of Pentacles upright.
Awesome too.
Huh. And we have the Seven of Swords. There's always got to be some little glitchy.
Drama.
Drama. Drama is the word there, yes.
Drama is the word there. Over in Lenormand, we have the bouquet, which is a beautiful thing, and the sun, which is also a very beautiful thing.
Wow, Mr. M, you know, things couldn't be looking better.
Things look good.
I'm serious. You know, forget that Seven of Wands.
No, that's like by hook or by crook. No, just kidding.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that Seven of Wands, but honestly here,
Swords.
when I see the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles together, it's sort of as if you are in total control now. You've got things in a really good place. You are comfortable with where things are headed or how things are going. You seem to have what you need now, and you know, to make yourself feeling safe, secure, and comfortable, possibly for the long term. I think, well, I'll stop there. I'll get into that Seven of Swords. He might get it before me, but I'll get into that.
Well, it is, you know, a look into the future. So this is really saying, you know, if you don't really feel this right now, it is coming to you.
It's coming.
Maybe it's coming sooner. And I can't think of two cards more than the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles that kind of epitomize that sense of comfort. Especially comfort in feeling secure
And in charge of it all.
Yeah.
instead of it overwhelming you.
But there's a sense of security. There's a sense of comfort and security with those cards, maybe even especially with the Nine of Pentacles. So, what is that Seven of Swords? Maybe this is saying, too, that, you still have a little bit of a jaundiced eye and maybe expect something else, like an unexpected surprise
I like
to
the way
follow
you're
that.
saying that, because one of the things that immediately, I don't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
That immediately came to mind with that card is that maybe, you're kind of worried and concerned, is this going to last forever? Are they
Okay,
going to
that could
pull
be.
something on me? Is something going on behind the scenes I should be aware of? Because often the Seven of Swords upright is about things that are happening behind the scenes you may not see. Like, for example, it's called, it's the card of the thief sometimes, somebody stealing or taking something away from you. So that's why I thought you feel like, oh, somebody's going to take my hours away, or my job's going to get cut, or something going to be happening. There's always that kind of thing in the background here, I think, with this. And you might have those fears in the future. I know in the post office they're making some major changes and stuff in your area, and not in your area per se, but I mean that there's stuff going on. I read something about this recently, I think, and so there is that. But there's also an office politicsy aspect of this too that I wanted to touch on. Is maybe people see what you're doing there, and then you got things going really well right now, and people are talking about you. There's a little gossip. There may be a few things behind the scenes, probably based on jealousy.
Well, that could be, but maybe also, I wonder if this leads into the Lenormand.
No.
You don't think so?
I think the Lenormand is with the other two cards.
Well,
But
I think the Lenormand is saying,
hear
like,
it.
maybe there's a secret somebody's keeping about you being acknowledged, you being given a gift, or you finding out somebody does think better of you. Somebody is looking at you with a better eye now.
Well, this is a future outlook, Mr. M. I think here too, this could indicate. I know you're trying for, you're thinking about looking for promotions or a better situation at work, even still. That this is saying that people could be jealous at that success because you have the sun and the bouquet. And the sun and bouquet is like success in receiving bonuses, raises,
Yeah.
gifts of praise, good things coming, good news coming your way. So that's why I almost think the Seven of Wands, or I'm sorry, the Seven of Swords might be something that's here. That you're kind of worried about, will this last, and is there
Okay.
some shoe that's going to drop? Hey, it's always good to be prepared either way, but don't let that kind of thinking overwhelm you. It looks to me like there's better things in store for you up and coming.
Yeah,
So good luck with
I
that.
agree.
Nice read.
You stop that, Kara. He's bound to show up. Oh, wait. He's actually pretty nearby, but he's fast asleep. I will now talk in my...
Well, there's always situational things, Violet, with the post office. We have great post office service here. I cannot complain at all. Everything has been stellar. Now, can I say
You're
that for
welcome.
every year we've lived here? No. We had some times before where there was just bad stuff going on. But everything has been so super good. My mail delivery's on time. I can't complain at all. Well, just one of those things sometimes. Hey, you are welcome, Mr. M.
You're
That
very
was an
welcome.
awesome read, I just have to say. I liked it. And Lena's upright, am I right? Yes, my question and feelings and intentions of Mims towards me. Okay. That'd be your deck, Mr. O.
Okay, I'm going to use the Secrets Tarot. That seems to be a good deck to use. Feelings and intentions of Mims.
I'll get this out for next time.
Ow! I hit my hand.
Careful.
Sorry. And hoy.
Oh.
Right in that hard metal edge.
So Memorial Day weekend, I can tell you right now, Violet, we won't be doing a happy hour show that weekend. Is that right?
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, that's Saturday because we will be off to
An event.
Heartland, Michigan,
Whatever
for
it is.
more readings in person. That's like the 25th or whatever, I think.
It's the 25th.
Yeah.
All right, Lena, our first card is the Two of Pentacles upright.
So I'm giving you an earlier head up than normal on that one, Violet.
And we have the Ten of Cups upright. And we have another two, the Two of Wands, and it's also upright. So this is kind
Everything's upright.
of interesting.
Nice. What is Mim's current feelings? Well, Lena, I don't know if you're in contact or what's going on in this relationship, but I think Mims thinks a lot of you. Mims could feel as though you are marriage material here. You know, that Ten of Cups is a real positive card. Like, they feel a very harmonious vibe with you. And the Two of Pentacles here and the Two of Wands, well, that indicates to me some real, they feel very balanced in their emotions too. They feel comfortable around you. The Two of Wands indicates to me that they may be future planning.
Yes, it's like it's part of the plan maybe to be with you, because that seems to be an intention behind this when we ask in regard to you. And the Ten of Cups really is about happiness in a married or family life. What do you got? Oh, look at that. The Ring. And the Woman.
Wow, I certainly don't like to get people's hopes up here.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Lenormand really can nail it. So it looks right now like they're saying, you know, something binding and bonding could occur.
no, Memorial Day is Monday the 27th.
Right, but
and
the event is Saturday the 25th.
the 25th. I'm looking at my calendar right here. So it's the 25th. That's a Saturday. We're not going there on Memorial Day. They're not open probably that day. But we will be going on the 25th. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a Monday event.
So you get you don't get a long weekend because we're here Sunday. You don't have to come though. Okay.
All right.
Go back to the reading. I'm sorry. Are you done?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I have to say, look at that. The Woman and the Ring. It's possible someday they will commit to you. I mean, I can't rule that out. I look at this reading and everything looks really positive and light at the moment, Lena. But you know, the tarot's just a snapshot in time. Maybe right now they have some really good feelings towards you. So, I mean, if you can get in touch with them and just chat and, you know, and keep that dialogue going if you can, maybe, you know, that will help. I think they have some really good feelings right now for you, and it's looking positive. I don't know if it will happen imminently. I can't see that here, but I think that the future looks bright. So I wish you luck with that.
Good luck.
Sienna wants a general read.
Yes.
Oh, I know you are, Violet, and so appreciate it. But hey, you know, like I said, if you ever want a day, and I know you're not afraid to ask, so whenever you want a day off, you just let us know.
We're totally good with
You
that.
want to celebrate that holiday? Then let us know. We're crazy people. Mr. O says she's the crazy one. She just drags me along.
So it's a good time to mention that we will be back on Thursday. I guess the schedule doesn't really show here. I can't quite get the colors right, but we'll be back from 7 to 9 on Thursday also. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Bluesky, X, and Threads. We probably don't. Our son almost always begins the spring barbecue season. He's got a nice large wooded backyard extra lot. It's very cool, even in the summer. It's usually cooler. And he's got a little gazebo and
a nice barbecue set up there.
My daughter-in-law's family and our family gather there for some barbecues in the summer or to celebrate somebody's birthday or something. It's very pleasant.
Okay, general for Siama. Well, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is reversed. It's a little seahorse on there. We have the Lovebirds, the Two of Cups upright. Ooh. And we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and that has a cow on it. And I'd love to see those Lenormand if I could this time. I have some initial thoughts here. Well, this was a general reading, I know, Siama.
Card the first, card the second. Moon and Sith. And I need to back my camera up a little bit, I think.
Well, I don't know if you are in any type of relationship right now. This is a general reading, but I'm seeing that Two of Cups in the center there. And if it's not relating to love or relationships, which it could be, so I'm going to give you a kind of a twofold quick reading here. You may meet somebody that Knight of Pentacles who's very kind of plodding and slow, and you're not really sure what to make of them, actually, if they're serious or not. And they're really slow, and maybe they don't really consider how you might be feeling. They just move at their own pace and do their own thing, and you're either with them or you're not, and they kind of have that kind of ambivalent attitude. And here with the, what is that again?
Seven?
The Seven of Pentacles. I
Reverse.
get the feeling here you're wondering, should I really pursue this or not? You're very confused about the whole thing as to whether you should do it or not. And you're thinking you should let it go. And I almost think ultimately this relationship or this person, if you haven't met them already, you may choose to just kind of cut the ties, because there's a Scythe and there is, I know it's not facing the moon, but I have a serious feeling here this is saying you'll just decide this romance or this relationship is not for you.
Yeah.
I'll stop there, and I want to give it a different spin in a minute.
I think you nailed it in a way, though, because I think that's what this is. This is about, the possibility of being attracted to somebody or feeling vibrationally like you could, but maybe you feel, you don't want to be as assertive as you think they should be, or maybe you're wondering, questioning if they really feel the same way because they don't seem very forward moving. So it may be possible that you'll find that this is something that may go nowhere. It may be a line in the sand. That's not really going to challenge one way or the other. That's sometimes how I look at the Seven of Pentacles, whether it's reversed or not. But I agree with Banshee. I think that the moon and the Scythe sort of has this idea that you may find, emotionally speaking, you're sort of feeling like you're just wasting your time. It's just sort of moving around in circles.
And so if I looked at this in a more generic sense than love, the Two of Cups can be about partnerships. It can be about collaborations.
Right.
So if you were thinking of working with somebody on a project, you may feel that they're not either doing their part. If you do this, you may feel they're not doing their part. They're not holding up their end of the bargain, whatever the case may be. They may not be giving you the financial support or material support that you feel you need. And so you give this some thought, and you decide you have to cut it off. You have to say, this isn't working. And don't be afraid to do that. Don't just settle for something that is less than what you need or deserve, like in the love relationship at this time. Do what's right for you. Everybody looks out after themselves. Don't feel that selfish doing that.
I like it.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And the Aries.
Hey, the Aries.
Where are you? Let's see. Oh, there it is. What will my first visit to LA be like? Los Angeles. Okay. You're very welcome.
You're welcome, Siama.
Well, the Aries, I don't know if you're here. I'm just wondering, are you actually going? Are you actually planning out this trip? Or are you just thinking about it? And you just want to know what it's like?
It's a concept. You're going to go, so what will it be like, whenever you do go?
I guess we'll treat it that way. Okay.
Thank you, Gina.
Oh, thank you, Gina. Much appreciated. Oopsie. I meant to use my love Lenormand for some of the love readings, and I did not. Forgot. Hey, you're very welcome, Siama. Good luck with that. Hey, there were 9 people at one point watching my show while we were live in the chat for my Material Matters show this morning. If you haven't checked it out, it's on YouTube. If you're interested in Material Matters and your financial career sector, do watch that video. You can go right to your sign of the zodiac if you need to.
All right. So what will your first trip to LA be like? And our first card is the Upright Knight of Pentacles. That's a nice way to start, I think. And then it's followed by the Upright Ten of Swords. Oops. Sorry.
Ooh, ouch.
Ouch. And I'm going to say that's Strength reversed because of the bear. Strength reversed. So,
wow.
Ooh, that's a wow.
What's that first one, the Knight?
It's the Knight of Pentacles.
Well, the Aries, I'll say a couple things. Make sure you're in a good financial position to go. I think this trip will cost you some bucks. Money coming, money going. That's the Knight of Pentacles here.
Yep.
I think this is saying that, and maybe this is also saying make sure you do have the funds because you do want to indulge in what LA has to offer you. Maybe you want to take some tours of Hollywood. Maybe you want to do certain things. So, make sure you have the money to make this trip a worthwhile one. But that being said, you've got some real red flags here. I think with the Ten of Swords, be a safe traveler. Be careful. LA has its issues like many big cities do. And so just be sure, you don't look really touristy there and a mark for, a robbery or something like that. I have to give you that advice when I see, with the nature of the question, seeing something like the Ten of Swords here, watch your back, and watch who you trust on this trip. That's a given. I feel here that maybe too, watch how your different arrangements are made, your hotel, your plane. You may just feel like somebody has stiffed you or, given you a raw deal on something, the travel expenses, etc. So that may be a bit of a disappointment for you. I'll stop there before I go to the last card.
I pretty much agree with that. I feel like, there is an energy that wants to take you there, the Knight of Pentacles. But I think it would be well to consider what the Ten of Swords is saying is that there may be, some situations that don't fall under your control and that you may feel, you don't have enough control and therefore something unexpected could happen, whether it's really disastrous or whether it's just an unintended consequence. So be careful about that. I'm going to move on to Strength reversed. And I feel like there is going to be something maybe that feels rough here. It may be the idea of um, the danger aspects that we were already alluding to with the Ten of Swords, like maybe, somebody doesn't have your back, or maybe there's some sort of deceit or something going on. I guess it just feels off too. There's nothing I can get specifically. Normally, I would say justice reverse does apply to some matter of unfairness, which would suggest that something screws you over or something isn't exactly what you thought you were getting and you're somehow in the lurch.
Is that justice? I see a lion.
I'm sorry. It's strength reversed.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that because of the animal.
Right.
Yeah.
It's strength reversed, and so I was going to take a little bit of a different spin on that card, and I was going to tell you to be more assertive there, be more, definitely, how do I want to say this? Stand up for yourself. Like, for example, if you feel you're getting a raw deal from somebody is, maybe the hotel costed more than you expected, or, something went wrong with the travel. Be very aggressive and assertive in standing up for yourself, but also with your plans. In other words, don't just go there and, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to go. Get out there and really explore. Get out there and be brave, like that strength card, courageous, and go check out the various things that you want to check out there. And, regardless of my admonitions, just be sure you watch your back and you're a careful traveler. But that doesn't mean you can't have fun and you can't do what you want to do there. Just be smart.
So what have we got with Lenormand?
Well, these are nice.
They are. Look at that. That's the star. And the heart. Uh-oh.
Well, I could say that maybe you could find a little romance there, Miss
I
Aries.
left my heart in San Francisco.
I knew he was going to sing that when I put that out there. I was dreading
I made
it.
that song up
dreading
because it doesn't
No.
exist. There's another one. Be sure if you go to San Francisco, but I left my heart in San Francisco is that guy you like.
Tony Bennett.
Right, but it's a different song than what I was singing the tune to.
Okay, whatever. But at any rate,
true.
At any rate, you will really feel inspired out there. It's California, right? Anthony can tell you about California. You'll feel inspired. You'll feel uplifted. And I feel here you're going to feel pretty passionate about that place, I don't know if it'll be LA in particular, but it might, make you feel really good being out there. And like I said, there could be a little bit of romance too. I cannot rule that out. I think it'll pick up your spirits overall. But some of the travel things or some of the things, like I said, just be wary of your environment, because, hey, like everywhere, Chicago, which is another place you are, thinking of going to and all of that, they have their issues. We have our issues in Detroit, but, people tend to blow them up more than they really are.
Strength reverse could just be saying you're going to have to use a little muscle at some point, and that just means being forceful about your plans or about what situations you're doing. So I think you could have a perfectly lovely time.
So good
You
luck
would
with
like
that, Aries. Hopefully you'll have a good trip overall. And if you hear any beats in the background, it's summer. And we expect we'll be hearing some noise from the neighborhood.
And Gina's
Right.
up with
Hi,
the
Gina.
request from that oracle you have, the new one.
Yes, I will get it for you. Absolutely. This is a beautiful deck, and I really love all of them. They're really well done, well constructed. It seems like she's gotten into the flow more as she's gone along with these decks, but they're all really worthy. I'll let you shuffle and cut, Mr. O.
Thank you.
Here you go. I know, I think you said online this was your dad's birthday month too. Am I right? Or was this his passing month? Or both? I can't quite remember that, but we share a little bit of synchronicity here. This is my mother's birthday month, of course. Her birthday is going to be on May 17th, which is a Friday, and we both my mother and I mirror each other because our birthdays are always on the same day of the week. So my birthday this year was on a Friday too. And my father died on May 23rd. So he had a passing date this month.
And of course, your mom and I mirrored each other.
That's it. Oh my gosh. So it is similar. My mom's birthday is in May, like yours, and my father died in May, like yours. So freaky stuff, Gina. I love it. Oh, this is such a cool card. Did I have this one recently for someone? I like it. Or I pulled it for myself. I can't remember. It's lemonade. Make the most of your situation by opening your mind to new possibilities. This is the message from your mom. Did she make lemonade for you? The keywords for lemonade are making the best of things, silver linings. All right. We all know the phrase that when life hands you lemons, you should make lemonade. It's a colorful way of telling you to make the best of a bad situation. Sure, lemons may not be very sweet, but that doesn't mean they're worthless. Many of the world's best creations were born out of sorrow, frustration, and broken hearts. The need to make the most out of very little opens your mind, forcing you to consider what else is available to you sometimes. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, things don't work out the way you'd hoped, and you're left sifting through the pieces of what could have been. When someone betrays you or leaves you behind, you lose a job or plans fall apart, it can be easy to find yourself giving into feelings of self-pity and grief. Don't allow it to take root. It's time to regroup, opening your mind and heart to what's possible. Channel all of the energy you're putting towards your sorrow and redirect it towards discovering something even greater. And I think that basically the message is your mother acknowledges that in you. You know that the lemons that life gives us, in the more traditional negative sense of that word, they bring valuable things to us. They bring us lessons. They bring us growth. They make us strong. They make us persevere. They show us what we're truly made of. And your mom realizes that you are the person who knows how to transform those lemons into their positive attributes and make something good out of things. And I think here, lemons also to me always reflect sunshine. When you think of lemons, don't you just think of the sun? I always do. They're bright, they're sunny, and the bitterness never bothers me. The bitterness, well, okay, I put sugar in my lemonade. So I always have the bitter with the sweet. And so I think that's another lesson here from your mom is to take that bitter and, bitterness with the sweet. They go together. They just do.
I love it. I can't say anything else, really. Lemons brighten everything.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I remember you talking about that, though, Sun and Sunny.
Oh, that's cute, yeah.
Wow, that was a nice message. Good luck with that. I love lemonade. Man, I really do. She has a lemonade ice cube spell in here, too. Which is interesting. She tells you to pour lemonade in an ice tray mindfully and slowly. And when you fill each cube, you make sure to pray, chant, or whisper whatever you feel called to do to set the same intention into each cube. Leave it in the freezer overnight. Then the next day, place the cubes into the jar. Pour fresh lemonade into the glass while setting your intentions into lemonade going into the glass. Stir the contents of the glass to match the number of cubes you placed in the glass. If you put in 7 cubes, then stir it 7 times clockwise. I love it. Drink the lemonade in a peaceful space, preferably outside in nature, and enjoy the magic unraveling all around and within you. So there. Your mother wants you to make some lemonade and some lemon cubes.
All right.
Good luck with that, Gina. All right. I love this step.
And it's Shirley now. All right. Let's see. I'm going to use my Dame Fortune's
Shirley
Wheel
is up.
Tarot
Okay.
by Paul Hewson.
I feel like I want to do that one too. I like that spell. That was nice and simple. Just set your intentions in there. I personally feel like, lemons have a very positive connotation to me always. And I love drinking lemon water. I love drinking lemonade. And I don't sweeten my lemon water. I don't always sweeten things. I like tea with lemon and without sugar now.
And Mr. O keeps forgetting that.
He keeps putting the sugar in for me. Because I do like sweet coffee. I like my coffee sweeter, but my tea I can do without the sweetness.
All right, so this is Shirley.
You are welcome, Gina. And thank you again for that donation. We really appreciate it.
So our first card, Shirley, is the King of Wands. They're reversed. The next card is the Empress, which is also reversed. And then finally we have the Six of Cups, and that one's upright.
Oh, boy. Well, here.
Okay, thank you.
You should have that.
The Ship. And the Fish.
Wow. So what is that? The King of Cups upright? No.
It's the Six of Cups.
6 of Cups upright. Geez, I don't know, Shirley. I'm getting some real mixed vibes off of this. It may be a little bit tough for you to get... it's almost as if something about the training maybe is just going to bog you down a little bit. You're going to feel kind of stuck. And with the King of Wands there reversed, I don't want you to cop a bad attitude about this. You have to try to just engage yourself in the process. Don't give up on this job too soon if the training becomes a bit overwhelming to you, or you feel stifled, or that maybe this is not for you. I think the Six of Cups is here for a reason. You might be comparing some of this to things that you used to do, and sometimes that can be positive, but sometimes it may not be. And in this case, I think that maybe you're looking at things, well, in the past, I liked what I was doing more, or if you were doing a similar thing in the past and you liked the way things were then, and you're making this apples to oranges comparison to the situation you're in now, you might end up winding up being disappointed. Because I feel here you could stay here long term, but, well, no, I mean, that's the Fish. You could make some money here, or maybe you might feel that you might fare better somewhere else financially, and that might be making you feel the wanderlust already once you get through the training. You may feel as though this might not be worth all the trouble that you're going through. I don't know if any of this makes sense to you, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this.
Well,
What
I
do
get
you
mixed
think?
feelings here too. Some of this is maybe bound to be a reevaluation. You may be comparing correctly or not, against past experiences in a workplace. And somehow this sort of feels like it doesn't measure up, or it feels unproductive to be doing what you're doing now. You feel like you're capable of producing more somewhere else, and you mostly lacks something that really inspires you, I think. Something here doesn't inspire you with this, but you may want to keep it because you have your own reasons.
So it's a completely different field. So you are going to struggle a little bit, I think. Don't give up on yourself, but don't make comparisons to your past job because, like you said, it's a new field, it's a different field. There's a whole different set of parameters and rules and different kinds of workplace mindsets that you're dealing with here. So try not to live in the past too much. Rely on your past experiences to maybe help you through this if they apply, if they apply in some way, but don't make those comparisons.
The Lenormand are kind of a different picture in a way to me. They do seem to be more optimistic. So it does seem to be maybe more
Do you
matter.
think so?
I do in a way. I misdirected there, but if you stay there, I sort of feel like there's more of a chance of you, finding a means to be able to move somewhere else. Like it's sort of like it's an experience that can help move you. So maybe it's not so much that you're staying there because you like it, but because you've gained experience that can help you translate somewhere else. That may be more what I'm getting.
Well, it's interesting because I felt with the fish and the ship that maybe money issues or financial issues may have you look for something else. But I could also read that as to say a couple of things, like he just said, that it's possible here there's there's an abundance of growth potential on this job for you. In other words, mobility. You could either have some upward mobility or lateral mobility that you could find, worthwhile to you if you stay. So there could be internal movement and not necessarily external movement.
So I'm wondering about what you said there, and I'm thinking, that maybe this means also too the King of Wands says you have to, try to pour on more personality for them, or that they're looking for something in your personality that they want you to give them, And of course, that brings about the whole idea that they always have different standards for men or women or different types of people. But I think that could be what it's saying too, is that you might find, you have to pour a little more personality or charm or courage into all of that. All right.
That's what we have for you. I wish you success. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Try not to get too, try to give yourself enough downtime off job where you can decompress a little bit from the stress of learning. Okay? And you'll be able to pull it together eventually. So good luck with that. All right. Hey, Gina, you want to hear another wacky synchronicity? Now that we're talking about our synchronicities, my father died during my mother's birth month, and my mother died during my father's birth month. So it's really kind of a...
Well, I was trying to tell you my synchronicity with your mother, which is that we are just about exactly, give or take, 6 months apart on the astrological wheel. I'm born 6 months after her.
Yeah.
She's born 6 months after
Yeah.
me. And I sort of feel like it's symbolic of the opposition that mostly existed between us.
It could very well be. My mother probably would have been opposed to anybody who married me. You've got to have to understand.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
got
care
better.
if he
It
was
got
a
better.
millionaire. She'd probably say, "Oh, you could do better." Anyway,
All right, what's up?
what's up? Christina's up. That's
Christine.
who's
Hey,
up.
Christine. General reading. That's you.
Ah, okay. General reading. Did I pull a deck out? I did not. What happened here? Well, let's pull this one out. All right.
Ooh.
Dude, here.
I'm
Well, you
sorry.
know who is not around?
He is, but he's just not hearing us.
He's asleep. He spent a lot of time here with our son this morning because yes, the CAT. He spent a lot of time with. He likes our son a lot. He likes him very much.
Yeah.
So Knight of Swords reversed. Oh geez, I got the Hanged Man reversed. Sorry for the sideways cards, but I like this deck. And guess what's back? It's the Seven of Swords upright. So it's the Knight of Swords, I said, right? Not Wands.
Oh, okay.
I'm
And
asking, but okay. 'Cause I can't
I'll
see.
have to look. I don't.
Okay.
This one here?
First card.
Yeah, you're asking more than I'm capable at the moment, but we'll try. It's the Knight of Swords.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, good.
All right, first there is a mountain, then there is a bouquet.
Huh, Christine. I know this is a general
Sorry,
reading,
everybody.
right?
Yes, it's a general reading.
Okay. Well, kind of thinking this is saying you should be giving something a bit more foresight and thought before you act or react. And when you do, you should consider the ramifications towards others more than yourself. Because sometimes, we have to be more self oriented and self interested. But I think in this case, whatever move or decision you might want to make, and that's what I see coming here, might affect others in some way. The Hanged Man reversed is about ego and a little bit of selfishness and an unwilling to give or maybe see from another person's perspective or point of view. Whereas, and of course, you have the Knight of Swords reversed here, which is maybe acting too brashly without giving things enough thought. And also maybe with your own, and with the combination of those two, I feel maybe with your own interests at mind here. I think for now, Seven of Swords might be here for another reason. I think for now you might be best served by, if you have to make a major move or decision that affects others, give this more time, give this more thought, and don't tip your hand to anybody right now. Because I feel here you've got to give this the due consideration, and so that when you do tell people what your final decision or move is going to be, you're ready to face up to whatever the consequences are of that.
Well, those cards are so fascinating. I'm not even sure where I want to go. It just
I know.
sort of seems like there's some really interesting energies there. A part of it makes me feel like maybe there's either a stubbornness or a reluctancy of some sort to want to make certain changes, but maybe it's because you sense you're not getting a full picture, like maybe somebody's not telling you the full scope of what you need to know to really approach making these changes. So in other words, maybe somebody is trying to convince you to do something their way, and you might have some interest towards that or see some reason towards doing that, but there's still something there too, or that you ultimately have some sort of feeling like you could make it worse. So maybe it is a situation that affects you more than you realize. Like I said, there's something really hard for me to totally grasp there with those combinations. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Did you want to move to the Lenormand?
No, I gotta just update something here. Hold on.
Okay.
I missed Libra for some reason on my list, so I want to get her there. Okay. Yes, I do want to move on to the Lenormand and just say, I think, Christine, this decision involves something that really means a lot to you. That bouquet. This is something you really want to do or pursue, and it may impact others in some way. whether it takes you away from them time and energy wise, support wise, whether it there's some way it's going to affect them. And see, I feel here that you realize there's some obstacles or some blockages maybe in front of you in dealing with doing this situation that I suggested here, or this move or the decision that you want to make. You feel as though you have to do it, you have to make this move because, this might be because some people might be opposed to it or giving you some conflict over why now. We have other things that we should be taking care of first, but you want to just move with it now. And so determine if it's really fair, if it's the right thing to do, and if maybe you can't reach a compromise, some working agreement with others that could be impacted by this, so that can make you both happy, make you all happy.
I remember now. Thank you for the clarification. That does maybe throw some idea there. And of course, the Seven of Swords often concerns things that could be stolen or things that are the object of theft. To me, it mostly feels like something ultimately that you received, a gift of some sort, mental gift, physical gift, might help you move through the mountains, might help you through the struggles. It may just be a gift of comfort. Maybe it's a gift of something, knowing that you are resolving things here. It still has that strong feeling like, yeah, like what you're saying, I guess, is you're being pushed to accept certain terms.
Yeah,
and you don't want to.
I can't help but wonder here if, that this is going through the legal process, right? There might be some negative judgment or some delays going on here with the Hanged Man, and reversed in the, I have a feeling a decision will be made. It may not be satisfactory to you completely. And, you may feel that, I don't want to say that justice isn't done, but that what you receive from this seems to have strings attached in some way, if that makes sense to you. So I forgot about that situation, Christine, but this could absolutely be talking about this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, maybe we'll have to try this again sometime.
Wow. Yeah. You
I'm
never
not sure
know
if
what
we
the tarot will
clarified too
bring
much
up,
for you,
but
really,
if that resonates to you for this situation, I can absolutely see what you're talking about here. And I would say to you that, yeah, this is definitely about a theft, and the fact that a judgment or decision could come, because with the Hangman coming down from the tree, that could be that somebody's going to come out with something, but is it the right decision? Because there's the, Knight of Swords reversed. So, and of course, you've got this kind of obstacles here. So it seems as though to me there's strings attached. You do have the bouquet. It's almost as if you're going to get something out of this, but is it more trouble than it's worth?
We haven't gotten to you, SP, and I'm wondering actually if we should consider Claudia being our last one. Hi, Claudia.
Hi, Claudia. Are you going to stay for a reading, Claudia?
She's asked for a general.
Okay. Then we'll get you on the list. I would take one more beyond Claudia. I hate to say it. One more, Violet, and we'll close the list. I think that'll take us up to 17 or 18.
All right. Thanks, Christine.
Yeah, we're at 18. Okay. Oh, we're at 18 with Claudia? Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
I think we should close
then
it.
Let's close the list. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay.
Well, or that if you come back later, you're the very last reading before Violet.
Yeah, you don't have to sit still, dear.
Yeah.
If you have to go, you have to go, but you can always rewind for it. Okay. I just wonder if you wanted one or not this time, so, all right.
All right, so
Kara.
then, Kara?
Yep.
Okay, what do I got for Kara? Let's see. I'll use my horror tarot. One of my two horror tarots.
Oops.
You're welcome, Shirley.
Oh.
I'll pin that in a little bit. And I don't have any for my cameras. I haven't made them yet, sorry.
Yeah, apparently I can't pin it from my tablet for some reason.
She did? Okay, then I can't do them.
What?
She wants an oracle.
Oh, Oh, absolutely, Kara. Did you have a particular one in mind? Let's do. I think you would like the Season of the Witch one. Let's do it.
Oh, you did, eh? Yeah, we were kind of excited about that. That was that big thing down at
Oh,
the stadium.
Claudia, did
Whoa.
you go to the Zolar? Did you go to that NFL experience where Dan Campbell was in the fortune telling booth, the figure of him? I would have loved to have done that. Ah! I would have loved to have done that. And if they ever make a smaller version of like that, like they have, some of these little fortune tellers, I would buy it immediately.
Yeah, that was really big for Detroit.
I have some issues walking great distances with my back, and so I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to take my walker, and it was crowded. Um, so the other thing about it was, yeah, it was really crowded. And I just didn't want to have to face and deal with that. But I was tempted, especially when I saw that Dan Campbell thing. I was like, man,
What a
that is so cool. A Dallas Cowboy hat. Ah, sorry. I would be a lion all the way. They got those nice, snazzy new black uniforms they're going to be wearing. I'm liking it.
All right, Kara, top and
Well,
bottom.
guess what you've got, Kara? First off, you start with number 13, hanging baskets. Let's start there. The keywords are attracting beauty and learning to receive. Ah, yet another message about give and take today. Nothing says welcome to a warm, beautiful home full of cheer better than hanging baskets. Their delicate beauty attracts all sorts of other pretty creatures, from every shade of hummingbird to butterflies and bees. When you receive this card, it invites you to let your beauty be on display for the world to see. Don't worry about whether you're pretty, slim enough, or have sufficient money, or a good job, or the right kind of talent. Everyone is beautiful in some way, and you are no different. You may not believe that, thinking you've been passed over or that people simply don't notice you, but ask yourself whether that's true or whether your energy is close to the attention. Do you duck your eyes when you see someone attractive rather than meeting their gaze? Do you blend into the background at parties, choosing to play the role of wallflower? Or are you bright, vibrant, and eager to mingle with friends and strangers alike? No one can enter your house if you don't open the door. Learning to receive is as much about putting yourself out there as it is about accepting what is being offered to you. And let me just comment on this card right now before we go to card 2. You know, Kara, I know you love to play with those programs where you show yourself in different guises and different personas, and I think that's beautiful in its own way too. Some may think, well, that's not very authentic and you're not showing who you really are, but I think you are because you envision yourself these ways. And it's great to be now have a tool where we can play around with this kind of stuff and imagine ourselves as the Norse warrior that you've always wanted to be, or the pirate on a ship, you know? It's very cool. But also, don't let that lose sight, don't let that have you lose sight of the fact of the beauty that you truly have within and without, and be willing to show that to the world as much as you show the other things too. All right. And you know what's really funny here? Did this card not just say that this attracts all sorts of creatures to them, like hummingbirds? It did say a hummingbird. What number is that, Mr. O?
19.
Number 19.
Don't fly away. Don't fly away.
So it seems like they go hand in hand. And the hummingbird is about swiftness, adaptability, and pivoting. The winds beneath your wings are shifting, and if you don't pay attention, you may lose flight. Hummingbirds are small but mighty, with wings that can beat almost 100 times per second. They can travel great distances and change direction in an instant with smoothness and grace. You too are being called to be more flexible when Hummingbird enters your reading. The current path you're on isn't suiting your needs, and it's time to consider some additional options or at the very least a new approach. Think about what is and what is not working for you and how you can best use this information to bring clarity to your question. This card can also mean your situation is evolving rapidly and you're not keeping up with these changes, which can cause you to feel overwhelmed. If you're unwilling to adapt, it may be time to consider whether or not this is the right path forward, because the world will pass you by if you hold on too tightly to outdated methods. If you're reading about another, well, I'm not reading about another person, hold on. It's reading about you to you, so I'm not going to read that message. Hold on, yep, and that was it. So, you know what? You're beautiful as you are, but it is okay to change up your looks as you see fit and as you feel you desire. What makes you feel beautiful right now? What makes you want to feel that glow that's not part of what is on the outside, but what you can put on the outside that inspires that glow to come out from the inside. Now, I'm not one for makeup or hair dyes or things these days. I am who I am. I show what I show to the world, And hey, if my hair is messed up one day, you see that I'm having that kind of day. I'm real and authentic that way. But whatever makes you feel beautiful, whatever you want to show to this world, and that's authentic to who you truly are, you just go right ahead and do that. And know that, you are beautiful regardless of the lipstick you put on, the hair color you choose, those personas you pick from social media.
All right.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Do you take requests? Can you do pirate vampire?
Pirate vampire, Kara, next. He wants to see it, Kara. Make it so. You can send us a DM of it.
I really do love the ones that you made of me a few months back. There's one I
Those
use a
were
lot.
awesome.
Yeah.
We should bring those out for, for pictures on here or whatever.
Okay.
You should do that. Why not?
Well, they're on the hard drive that shattered.
Oh, but aren't they?
Well, they're on the internet now, so I have to find them.
I may have them, so I'm not worried. Okay.
I really like those. Okay. So what's up?
We are on Viddy, I believe.
Hi, Viddy.
Yes, hi, Viddy. Viddy says, what's in store for me in regards to love for the months of May and June?
Okay.
Do you want to do 2 and 2 on that? 2 for May, 2 for June? And I'll get my love Lenormand for that one.
And I'm using the Tarot of the Animal Lords.
Oh, you were and you were being a good cat surrogate mom today.
Give Sophie a kiss for us.
Yes. Take care, Gina. We'll see you soon.
Thanks again. May and June. Do I do May, June, May, June?
Yes.
Yes. That's what I thought. All right.
I'm doing it that way too, really. Just
May, June, May, June.
all right, let's do May 1st, and let me give you the Lenormand for that.
All right. Fox and Anchor. Okay, so the first card was the Star reversed. Stars reversed. But the second card was the upright King of Cups.
Wow.
I know. And then, of course, the Fox and the Anchor. So,
yeah. Any ideas?
well, what was the actual question?
About
What's in
love,
store
general reading for love for May and June, right?
Well,
What's in store for me?
it almost feels like maybe something that you aren't expecting or that you felt was not inspiring does actually sort of present much better. Cleans up good, as they say. And maybe, you sort of feel like there's something here that you do want to explore more. The Anchor and the Fox, maybe there's something there that says don't bypass this too quickly.
Well, it is interesting. What are the ones in June, just so I have some context?
Okay, one is the upright Five of Swords.
Ooh.
And then the reversed Ten of Pentacles.
I don't know what to say there. So I think May, you could very well meet somebody, is the way, by the looks of things. You've got the King of Cups here. This could be somebody very emotional, very
A loving kind of person.
loving kind of person. But they may not meet your expectations in some way. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why the Star is there. You almost wonder if this is your destiny or not, if this is something true to you. But I feel here, they're very attracted to you. You might be very attracted to them in some way too. But you almost feel like, is this really the right time or right person to settle with?
So
It could be on either end, that either he's thinking that way or you're thinking that way.
So the Anchor actually presents the question of whether or not you feel you want to stay secure this way, or they're thinking that.
Yeah. So I think here, this is interesting. You could meet somebody who's probably likely your age, I think. They may be in a good career. They may be in the caring professions, working in a hospital, healthcare, or physical therapy, social work, psychology. It could be in caring professions in some way, or guidance. Maybe even a teacher or counselor in a school, right?
Right.
And it looks kind of good here,
But
I think. But I don't know
this-
what's going on in June here. If this is involved in this relationship, or if this is what you would face in June. Let's toss the Lenormand on that one. Whoopsie.
And it's
Uh-oh.
the Tower.
I dropped the card.
That's so groovy of you.
And it's not going to be that easy for me to get.
Okay. We'll take the camera off of you as you waddle down there.
Whoa, thanks a lot for that, Mr. O.
No problem.
Everybody tell him, smack him for me, okay?
The ship traveling to the Tower.
This is very odd.
Well,
Five of
if
Swords
that's-
and what again?
Ten of Pentacles reversed.
There may be some family issues here. Now, I don't know if there's a cultural thing going on here. I never like to get into that kind of stuff. But I would say there's some family dynamics going on here. Like, is everybody in the family pleased about this relationship? There may be some pressures on one or both of you from outside. I get this sense of outside interference here. And, yeah, because the Ten of Pentacles is about family and things not seeing eye to eye. And the Five of Wands is really about, out and out war or
Consternation.
arguments. It's not good, I think. And so it's going to make you wonder if moving towards a union in this relationship, when I'm looking at the Lenormand here, is even possible.
Yeah. Is the Tower about the sense of, yeah, right. No, I get it. I can't really add to that. I agree totally, pretty much with what Banshee's saying there.
So you could this may or may not come to pass. Remember, Viddy, the tarot's a snapshot in time. But I think if you meet someone, this might be somebody you have a big attraction with, but you're really unclear about the destiny. And, I can't help but wonder if it has something to do with what might unfold in June. maybe as you guys start talking about this with family, or family get to understand that you guys are getting together here, there may be some outside interference. And I do believe it's family, not peers. But I will say sometimes peers, let's say, can be just as influential as family.
We certainly know that to be true.
Yeah. So good luck with that. You'll have to keep us posted. We'll have to see what develops there, huh? I think definitely as far as love and romance goes, May is your month more than June. Things could kind of, I don't know, go in a bad direction come June.
I don't know, Ari the Aries. We sort of thought there were ultimately some good things going on there, just that there are some, caveats or warnings or ideas that you need to keep in mind.
I think more than it being a bad visit to LA, overall, in other words, you will enjoy a lot of experiences there, Ari, but there could be some things that really get under your skin about the trip. Yes, it could be a theft. It could be that. It could just be, that somebody overcharged you for something,
Right.
Unfair bill, something like that too that goes wrong with the trip. So it won't be an all and out now bad experience. With those Lenormand, it really looked pretty good. So I
Yeah,
think
it
you'll have a
did.
good time overall. I wish you luck with that. And good luck to you, Viddy. I wish you luck with that
Good luck,
reading.
Vinny. Okay, so Diksha is up. Diksha asks, if I go in a relationship with the Rudra, so how is it going to be? Let's see. I will pick my Adrian Tarot.
And I'll keep the Lenormand out for this one. Got it, Violet. Thank you. And hello to Diksha. It's Diksha's reading. That's
Diksha.
That was where I had the people out of order. But I've got it now. Oh, I'm yawning.
I know.
All right. It is 333 here, Violet.
All right, so it's the Four of Coins. And once again, the reverse Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Coins was upright. And then the upright Empress. Deep sigh.
This is odd because this came up in an earlier reading, totally
dear.
different subject, with a different Lenormand. And I pulled them both times.
The Coffin. And the Woman. All right.
I don't know if things... What is that last card? It's upright?
The Empress.
Yeah. Well, how would it be like, or what would it be like? Is that what it was? Yeah. If I go in, how is it going to be? Well, if you go into it... I feel that there's a sense of, there may be some family disharmonies. I don't know if it's between the two of you per se again, or if it could be between outside influences like we had in the reading we just did about love. There could be some family disharmony, that Ten of Pentacles here. It could involve money, or maybe just the value they place on things. I don't know, that Four of Pentacles is giving me a little bit of a problem here. But, I think that in some ways you would find this relationship could grow and develop in time with the Empress here.
Well, I'm
But-
also...
Go ahead.
I'm also wondering, though, to me, when I look at the combination between the 10 and the 4, if there's something about really um, possessing you or holding on to you, maybe, something that's more restricting in a way. And when I look at the Empress, I almost wonder, too, if they're expecting a child. I don't even know if that's
Oh.
possible, but if they're expecting a traditional role, something like
Oh,
that.
that's a really valid point here. That's true. And I guess here it's interesting he said that about possession because oftentimes, where you want love in a relationship, people treat you like an object as opposed to showing you the affection. You're just something they own and hold and control. I hope this person, Rudra, is not like that, but that could devolve into that. And that could cause some of this disharmony. It could also indicate to me, too, that maybe that you might feel ultimately as things are going on in this relationship with Rudra that they are not giving you the value you feel you deserve in this relationship. You may be a good mother, you might be a good nurturing, supportive partner to Rudra, but does he value that? Okay? Is he giving you that value? And I know this is upright, correct? It is upright.
That one is.
But it's
The
with
10
that
is
Ten
not.
of Pentacles, and that's why I'm kind of reading that into there.
I get that. Yep.
And the other thing I have to read into this and say is could one of you end this relationship? I see you there with the coffin. And so I thought I heard my phone briefly.
I'm not sure what that was. I heard it too.
I heard it again. Oh well. It may be something here where, it may be a bridge too far and this relationship may not withstand the test of time. Now, that being said, remember, tarot is a snapshot in time, so it's up to you to decide to pursue this or not. But just make sure Rudra has really good feelings of love for you rather than you're just something that he wants to possess. Okay? So, and that if the value is there, I feel that this relationship can grow into something over time. You may have to deal with some fallout from some family who may not accept you. That happens in relationships, and relationship people know how to live lives beyond their families. So you might be able to do that and overcome that. I wish you luck going forward. Good luck with that. And we are on Espino, I think, right?
I believe that is
Yep.
correct.
No, Lilith. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Was
whoops.
that Lilith?
Yeah, SP's after Lilith.
This was Daiksha's reading, so we're on Lilith. Okay.
Right.
2033 there. I love it, Jackie. That's
It makes me feel more tired.
so are you like literally opposite time wise from Violet? That's kinda
Nearly.
cool.
18 hours, I
Close.
think.
18 hours, yeah. Okay, Lilith. Lilith wanted a general read for the week. All right. So that's my deck. Let's see. Gonna go with my owls.
Oh, it's only that many hours? Okay.
All right. Well, my son got me this watch, but I should have told him as a joke, hey, I'm retired now. Time has no meaning to me here anymore. Oh, Uh-oh, let's see. We're reading for Lilith. We've got the devil upright.
Holy cow.
Wow, it's going to be an interesting read. We got the moon reversed. See, it's reversed. Ooh. Nine of Swords upright. What you thinking, Mr. O? That's the no, that's the broom.
Whip and broom and the woman.
Boy, the woman's been coming up a lot. So there's a personal, when the inquirer or the client cards come up, it's a personal message to you. So we'll look at this. And I think there is a message there. I think you're going to find out something this week. Wow, I'm not sure if I need to start with that card or not.
Who's been causing the anxiety?
Well, I don't know. Well, do you want to go ahead? Do you have a?
Well, I wonder if that devil is the person you will discover is causing the anxieties or the issues there. And a lot of times the devil is about restrictive things. So maybe this is really saying somehow you're able to combat or get away from whatever is restricting you. So it could be not a person per se, but a situation in place that is keeping you from understanding what's at the root of these anxieties or what is the secret or the reason behind them.
Well, okay. I like this idea of restrictions here, Lilith, in that, maybe I think something is going to be revealed to you here. Like, for example, and I'm just going to throw this example out here. I don't know if it resonates. For example, maybe you get news from a doctor that you have to be on a restrictive diet now, or you have to, incorporate some exercise or physical therapy in your regime. You have to come up with a new modality for health and healing. That's an example. Or it could be something else. For example, you find out there are new restrictions on you on a job, that there's some things that they are not allowing you to do anymore, or you feel are holding you back in some way, something that's really holding you back. And you're feeling a little bit of stress and anxiety over this. But sometimes we overreact, to what's being presented to us. It may be difficult to deal with whatever the situation is that is revealed to you, but you can handle this. You can handle it. You're bigger than your fears. You're bigger than your stresses. So whatever is thrown at you that you are revealed that may put some restrictions on you in some way, you'll navigate through it. Just don't let your fears get the best of you. That's the best advice I can give here. And I think the broom is saying the same thing to you here. Sweep aside your doubts and fears. Don't look at these things as the restrictions that they may be. Look at this as a way to sweep away other things, like, for example, if it's work, well, I used to do things this way, but now I can sweep that out and come up with a new routine and a new way of doing things. Look at it as a positive rather than a negative, because likely I kind of feel it is. I kind of feel that this may not be as bad. Sometimes the devil's stuff, sometimes these restrictions are oppressive, but sometimes they're there for our own good too.
It seems like it's about a clearing things that are restrictive. That's what I think is going on.
Well, that's what you
here.
think. I'm not.
Okay. I like this.
But I do think you're clearing away something in the process of this.
Yeah.
We can agree on that. So good luck with that, Lilith. That sounded very intriguing to me, the whole thing. And SP, you are up.
Okay, update on the location question.
And my clock is still keeping good time. I set it a minute ahead my watch, and it's a minute ahead. out for next. And where are you, Lenormand? Yeah, you haven't asked about that in a while now, SP. I'm so sorry things have not changed yet. It's a very unfortunate situation they have you in. This is crazy. This is just crazy. All right. Our cards, man. Woo.
So once again, it's the Seven of Swords. It's upright again.
Things hidden.
And there is the Three of Swords, which is also upright. And more swords.
Challenges. But I'm not surprised because I got the Lenormand here.
The upright Six of Swords.
Yeah, moving on. Oh, that's like a move, but
yeah,
but
is it
in
the
the
move?
context of things, I'm not so sure it's positive.
So we have the Mountain.
Again.
First there is a Mountain. And we have the Woman again. We've had her a lot today.
I know. So these are like personal messages to you. It's basically that. So, you know, it just seems like it's still remaining up in the air. I've just got to say what I see here. And that Seven of Swords reversed is they're not tipping their hand yet one way or another on where this is going to go. They still are keeping that information from you. They're not moving forward on this, at least at this time and right now. And it's causing you great pain and heartache. You really want this done with. I really feel that. That's that Three of Swords here. You know, this is so oppressive on your heart that this is not moving for you. The Six of Swords is here, and you know, I really want to say a positive thing like, well, that shows you are moving on to better conditions, but are you? Because this doesn't sound like it. And so I almost wonder here if this is saying you yourself would be better off moving on to, better conditions on your own and not waiting for them to make this choice or decision, because it seems like they're still not moving. And I'm looking here you are with the mountains. And all I can say about the mountains is there is blockages, there is obstacles to traverse before you can get to the top where you want to be. So I feel here that there's not much movement going on here.
Yes, I'm sorry for that. Sad. I see that, SP. I do feel like there's hidden motivations, or there are secrets, or that maybe there will be some attempt at deceiving you. And since this is really about asking what's going on with them, I don't see the Three of Swords pertaining to you so much as saying that the idea of a separation may be something that they're pushing for, that maybe they're just going to try to remove you from the company, transfer you somewhere else, or do something else.
Are they trying, by not giving you what you desire, are they trying to get you to leave? Yeah. Well, we don't want to move you. If you want to move, just leave. You know, I wonder. I just wonder.
And so that could be right. And that was what I was feeling. And so that could be why we have finally the Six of Swords there at the end, saying that, you know, you ultimately are in that position. I'm not saying that you so much as maybe the company saying that you should move on to something else.
I can't see a timeline on your move or this relocation, because I honestly don't think they're moving on it at all. So I mean, there's really no movement. You've got, like I said, with the mountains here and this card right here, they're not moving on it. They're
Yeah.
kind of like,
Playing it very close to their
yeah.
vest, what their motives are or what they're ultimately going to do. My own personal experiences with most HR companies, if it's an HR process for doing this, is they tend to be unreliable.
Well, I don't know what their motives are here. If they value you as an employee, they maybe want you to stay where you are and not move you on.
Yeah.
And if they don't value you so much as an employee, they may be just playing games here so that you will leave and they don't, and then they'll just refill your position.
Right. It
So
almost looks like that, like they're putting you in that position of you having to decide for yourself.
yeah, and that's what I feel about that boat there and moving on. It's up to you to create the change you want here, I think. You can sit here and wait for it to happen, but I almost think that card is saying maybe it's time for you to consider that you may have to move on yourself. And that's up to you, whatever timeline you want to set here. So, you have to decide for yourself how much further you're going to wait for them to make up their mind.
And we're sorry we can't give you a better answer here.
Yeah. So, hey, we can try looking at this again. I would say in another month, maybe in June, early June even, just to see if anything has shifted and changed. But, I would just here's what I would say to you, SP. I would say just keep reiterating and encouraging them that you really are desiring this change. You would like this to happen sooner than later, and that you would like some answers on, what is taking so long, what more needs to be done. And I would kind of, at this point in time, if you want to look at that boat as them giving you the move, I think you have to make it happen. You have to say, I would like to, if you say you are going to relocate me, I would like a timeline from you now as to when this is going to happen. And put it on them. And if they can't give that to you, I think they're playing with you, and you have to make the decision yourself what you want to do about that. It's just my advice. I wish you luck with that.
All right, so we are on to V.
Okay. Hey V, good to see you. And what did V want?
How will this week play out?
Wow, okay. All right. Oh, the corporate world.
And why it sucks.
I am so glad I'm retired. And I mean, even though I was in an educational, academic environment, it's all very corporate think now, Healthcare is, education is. Everybody's got that corporate mindset. All right. Ah. Well, we have the Emperor reversed. Oops. We have the Ace of Pentacles upright. Ooh. And we have the Nine of Cups reversed. Bummer.
Possibly looking better in Lenormand are the ways, crossroads ways, and the key.
Oh. You may have some choices, moves, or decisions to make this week. I would say that, V, looking at the Lenormand in particular here.
Key and the way.
The key. Yeah, the key is the choices you make this week. And it could be interesting. I don't know if I
You
want
may
to go
have to
first or
start some things, new things, especially if it's new things like a job or something new, without necessarily the help of others, or with maybe support that might be coming from your resource area. You might be striking out new for some reason. That's these two combined.
the emperor. Okay.
Yeah, without support, without,
Yeah.
yeah.
Guidance. Support.
Uh-huh. And it seems to me like maybe you don't really want to, but somehow something is sort of saying you're going to have to do something here. So maybe the key is making sure you are trying to make the best possible choices you can.
I'm having a thought here. So, and I like it because it's similar to what you've said. With that Ace of Pentacles here, it seems like there's something new that could happen or develop this week if you wanted to. But I almost feel like your heart or your passions are not into it. That's that Nine of Cups reversed. It's almost as if you really don't want to start something new. Whether you feel you're supported in this or not, or whether you feel right now you're not in a position to do so. It just seems as though something may pop up, whether this is in love or romance, or whether this is in your career or job sector, that something will come up that that you could grow, that you could do something with, but you're not really sure your heart is into it, and that you can see this through to a successful conclusion, or that you will get what you truly desire out of this situation. And so, and I feel here you just don't feel you're ready for it. You feel scattered. Maybe you feel like things are a little bit out of control right now and you're not sure you can handle something new at this time. The key is make your choices wisely here. Decide wisely. Some things that come our way, we may not have another opportunity at again. Opportunities for growth come and go, whether it's a job, whether it's a love interest. Let's say you're pining over a past love that didn't work out, for example, and somebody's news popping in, but you're not over it yet. You're still in this kind of confused, chaotic realm. Well, choose wisely because, like I said, that opportunity might be here today and gone tomorrow. So, whatever it is in your life, big or small, I think some opportunity is coming, and your heart may not be into it. You might not be ready for it, but it could be good if you were willing to pursue it. So, it's up to you.
I agree. I like it.
All right. Good luck with that.
And Jackie, my question is there anyone in my life that I need to be wary of? Ooh. I think we'll do 3 cards, but if we don't see something clear from that, we'll do a yes or no just to see if there is that person or that situation going on. Otherwise, the 3 cards may tell us that this is true and give us an idea about that person or situation. You're welcome.
Put these here. And
all right, first card. It's the Queen of Wands upright.
well, that's positive.
Well, let me describe this person, though.
I know.
Then we do, of course, have the 5 of Swords upright. And that sort of speaks more to the question of wariness. And then we also have the 3 of Wands upright.
Okay. I want to get this Lenormand out there. Let me do one more shuffle.
Well, I'm getting a picture from this. I'll wait for you.
Yeah, you might, just in case it changes or shifts anything.
Here is our garden in the Lenormand.
Oh. Guess
And
what's
once
back?
again, the coffin is back.
What is with that coffin today? And it's not that kind of coughing.
So there may be somebody who you should be wary of because maybe they see an opportunity to take advantage of you or an opportunity to capitalize on, and it sort of involves some stressful stuff like maybe taking over.
What's that card again?
This one is the Three of Wands.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's the Five of
yes,
Swords.
Yes.
And so is this person correspond to the Queen of Wands, sort of
A fiery.
a fiery but charming or charismatic but dynamic, sort of like doesn't take any guff from anyone? To me, this card, when adverse, could easily be called a bitch.
Well, it could be a woman, clearly, that you need to be wary of, but it could be somebody that exudes these qualities. You know, somebody who is pretty fearless, but somebody who can be very charming, somebody who can just, you know, draw people to them and attention to them. So they're kind of attention seekers, and maybe it's not necessarily an overt thing, it's just something, you know, people are attracted to their energy. But unfortunately, they use it for not such good purposes, you know. They are definitely kind of aggressive or arrogant. They may have some bullying tendencies. They definitely have power over issues. They feel like they want to dominate things, and you know, they're willing to scrap it up with anybody because they feel like they have support either way, that they can do what they want. And you know, there are always people that gravitate to people like that because they feel safer around, you know, somebody who can protect them, or maybe they feel this false sense of protection being around such a strong, you know, nasty person. And I feel here with the Three of Wands, I don't know, I look at this a little bit differently. I see what he's saying, and I think, yeah, they could see an opportunity here to take advantage of you. Definitely don't rule that out. That's definitely could be a part of this. But I also see you being able to move past this in some way. You should be able to move past this and end this association with this person.
So the opportunity is for you, perhaps, to realize this person's somebody to be wary of and take steps in different directions.
Oh, Victoria's here.
Hi, Victoria.
We should do a reading if you want one, Victoria. We will add you as a special favor. So happy you made it. We've had some crazy readings here today. No mice yet.
There's always a chance. So, Jackie, when I'm looking at the Lenormand too, because I think our feelings about this reading kind of merge here. There is somebody, they maybe are a little power hungry for what they perceive you have, or they just want to be a bully of some sort. But I feel like what happens is if this is going to move into the public arena or not, they will probably jinx themselves. They will probably sabotage themselves, or that this is where they can be more curtailed. And that's the coffin influencing the garden, that maybe if they try to take this public in some way, or make it more known to other people that are mutually affected possibly, it won't work.
You know, I do sense this is in your social realm in some way. You know, it's almost as if there's a popularity contest going on here, too. When I think about it, the garden is about social interactions and social situations. So this could be even more than one person. I can't rule that out. But there's definitely somebody, I think, in particular that could be antagonistic and could be mucking up the works here that makes you want to kind of end the association for sure with them, because you know what? The Five of Swords is just a battle you cannot win. You cannot win, and you're better walking away from. And so that's what I see here. It's no surprise to me that you would get the coffin in a reading like this, right?
Could this be saying don't let it go to the public, or it shouldn't go to the public, or that's really what should happen. It shouldn't become more known. The death, the coffin. No.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Just had to throw that out. Sorry.
But that's nice. I think the coffin is just saying end this association in your social circle.
Okay.
Because I do think it's coming from there somewhere, whether it's neighbors, whether it's, people you deal with in different groups and organizations you might belong to. It's something there. So I hope that made sense, but in a way I hope it didn't, because I hate the Five of Swords, but I guess you're wary of something, and it might be definitely warranted, is what I want to say. So good luck with that. All right, we're on, is it Libra, Claudia, and Victoria? See, we're at the end of the list, Victoria. We can add you in. I know we're into overtime, but hey, you are a loyal follower. We'll make time for you, but the list is absolutely positively closed now.
You're worth it. You're welcome, Jackie. I hope so.
Chunky money. I love you too. You're welcome, Jackie. So Libra wants the hidden messages they need to know. So I think we'll do my reading. I think we're going to look for one specific message that needs to come out, Libra.
That's sunny back there, by the way. Good. Good for you. Sunny, someone's been waiting for you.
Oh, dear.
But their powers of telepathy are not as vaunted as they think they are.
Here is the Fool reversed.
Okay, so that's the first one, right?
So what hidden messages do you need to know? A risk at this time, a gamble, may not pay off. Okay? This may not be a good time to trust the universe has your back, Libra. Timing just is everything sometimes, and don't do anything willy-nilly or risky that could put yourself in a bad spot, whether it's financially, whether it's with your heart, in a relationship, or whether it's carelessness, taking a chance and doing something silly and breaking your ankle, or getting in a car accident, etc.
The hidden message could be that there's an unexpected surprise or consequence that's not necessarily good to an action you may have been thinking of taking, or to a situation you may have been thinking of moving into. Why is this important?
Because the timing's not right. It's the Wheel of Fortune
The
reversed.
timing is absolutely not right. This may be a situation that could, under other times or other factors, be better for you, but not now. And so that's probably why this hidden message is coming to you, because this is normally something you wouldn't have to overthink to say, yeah, I want to do that.
I'm going to take a chance on that, right. But if you decide to go out on that limb this time, I think it's going to crack off. So don't be doing anything risky. Here's our man giving you a moon. He's a mooning you all. And so where are things headed after all of that? Well, okay, I get it.
Ten of Wands reversed.
So I think where things are headed is by recognizing that the timing may be off, this will take a little bit of a load off of you. Burdens will ease, things will get better, and you just got to kind of wait till the conditions are right. You may even realize this in some way. Maybe that's why you're looking for the hidden messages right now, because you realize you want to do something, but there's a lot of uncertainty, or you don't feel confident enough right now. And I think the hidden, it's trying to tell you, wait till conditions improve and things will be in a better spot to move forward.
All of these cards, in a way, have a sense of expectations, either ones that you don't expect
Yeah.
but could happen, or the sense that they're just not really here at the right time. And then now finally, that it just seems like it needs to be something that needs to be shifted or moved somehow if possible. So here's the Lenormand. First card, removed if possible, is the Sith.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. And the next card is the Fish. Well, I know a Sith would probably cut a fish's head, gut a fish, take off its head pretty good, but we're not doing that.
Darn it.
What's your problem?
I'm looking for something for Sunny.
Oh.
And nope, that's not even the one I wanted. Where the heck do these things go? I wanted to brush him because he's just got an awful amount of fur coming off
Is
of
this
him.
a situation where maybe your
Don't pet him much, Ed.
abundance could be at risk here? You know, the Sith seems to be facing directly the fish.
Might be good to just do that for now.
Okay.
Because really, he's got so much hair coming off of him. And I've been wanting to brush him all day and he kind of vamooshed. And then my son was over and I couldn't do it. All right. So, I can't even see the Lenormand you pulled. And I wish they were out in the beginning.
I mentioned them several times, the Sith and the fish. I've talked at length about them.
The Sith and the fish.
The
Well,
Sith
you
is
could
facing
lose
the
money
fish.
on this venture, I think.
Yes,
so
I think
cut
it cuts
your
abundance.
losses. But even if it's not about money, it's about abundance. Cut your losses by not putting yourself in a risky situation at this time. I like that.
Right, and even if it's about, human relationships, you
Right.
stand the potential
Right.
of losing a friend depending on what's at stake here or how you're going about it. So be careful, Libra.
Yeah, Libra. Wow. Interesting reading for you. Good luck with that.
And Claudia, I know you're probably not here, but if you are here, we're putting Victoria, because we have to do Victoria, right after you. So you won't be the last one before Violet. You'll be 2 before Violet.
Well, she'll
You'll
figure
be
it out.
before
I think,
other
and we'll
V.
mention it. She wanted a general reading.
Yes.
So.
All right. So that's going to be my deck.
She's here.
Oh,
She's
there you
here.
are. Hi.
I knew she would be.
Well, we're doing your reading now then.
Yippers.
Yippers indeed. So let's see. What deck do I want to use now? General reading. I think I will use my Global Fusion Intuitive Tarot again. Thanks for sticking with us. Sonny boy, you look so pretty.
Don't pet him, though.
And hairy. Flying hair.
Honestly, I took one of those brushes out that I'm looking for and not the other one. And I'm not seeing it here like I thought I would. It's probably on that bottom shelf, but I can't dig far enough down there. There's that one. I don't like that one. We got a million pet brushes. And only certain ones work on certain cats. And this one really pulls up its hair. I take it up in, like, clumps.
Hope you get a good mark on that, Claudia.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you got it done. As things are winding down, our granddaughter's going to be graduating high school end of this month.
Going to college next fall. This fall. All right, 3 cards for your general reading. First card.
I saw that.
I know. Wasn't I good?
You did. I was ready to say something.
It's the upright Page of Cups. Second card is the reversed 4 of Cups.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'll say. And then the upright Queen of Cups. Claudia, do you got a new boyfriend or special pal of some sort? This has strong romantic vibes, or at least strong emotional friendship vibes. Page of Cups upright maybe says, you're vibrating to that, the idea of spring and things flourishing. Four of Cups reverse says you're making a choice, or you're seeing through choices and you're picking something. And then the Queen of Cups is very emotionally resplendent. It just sort of feels like somebody who's very comfortable with their own emotional array, as well as maybe relationships or things that they're involved in. You had a final, you got done. Oh, wait. Oh, no. LOL. Well, you know what? You're like a friend of mine. I won't say their name. They sort of dread being in relationships because usually the other person falls in love with them faster and stronger than they do. And they're like, get off of me.
Well, Claudia,
I'm not saying that's you. I'm not saying that's you.
I dropped the ball on the Lenormand here, which could have provided us some much needed context.
Could we put this into the school context? Because Claudia says she's too busy for a relationship. I can put it in many contexts. And I get that too.
Claudia, I can put it in many contexts.
Maybe it's your love of school.
I could put this in many contexts, and really, so could he. So, but there is a definite strong love component here. There's no doubt about that. I mean, the Page of Cups could be about a romantic date, something like that. And the Four of Cups reversed is about opportunity. There's opportunity here of something new coming your way.
It's reversed.
It's reversed. So you choose an opportunity or you don't. It's up to you. You finally make a choice. And that's why it is reversed. That's why I say that. And the Queen of Cups. But I am going to go with a little bit of a different spin here to encompass both. Let me just pull the Lenormand. And my apologies to Mr. O. I should have had this out there for this.
The Child in Lenormand. And the Lily. And so they're semi-contradictory, but not exactly.
No, they're not.
Well, don't grow up too fast or grow up fast enough.
There's something there to what he said, I think. Very, very true. This could just mean, Claudia, the Page of Cups is indicating some good news coming to you. If you're looking for a job or you're looking for an opportunity of some sort, opportunity might be knocking. And you are ready to pursue it. It seems as though you are ready to pursue it with that Four of Cups reversed. No more kind of sitting back. This is a time to make a choice or a decision on something being offered to you. And the Queen of Cups indicates to me that this could be something that could be very fulfilling to you, something that you are passionate about, something that could make you very happy. I think here too, with the Lily and the Child, this could indicate to me that that long term, there may be an opportunity to do something that will allow you to develop slowly over time, if this makes sense to you.
At your own pace.
At your own pace, right. And I think this encourages slow growth in a way. You will get more out of this opportunity if you just let it unfold naturally and take it step by step. In other words, in a sense, this could start you at an entry level at something, but you will develop and grow into something really big here. So I don't know if you're taking a final because you're planning on moving on to a different, better job or position or a different field, or if you want to move up in your company where you are now. But the bottom line is there is definitely growth, but it will happen slowly and over time, and take this that way, step by step.
I love it.
Nice.
See, there you go. I need a potion to manage things too.
Yeah, this could have definite growth potential for you. And you might feel like you have some maturation or boots to fill, in that position if you get that managerial position.
Awesome.
But you can do this. You can grow into it. So wish you luck with that.
Good luck.
Looks very positive.
Yeah, I like what you said there.
Yeah. Yay, nice.
You deserve it. I'd like a potion, please. Oh, I bet.
Victoria wants to know about her job. Getting
You're
you know,
welcome.
what was it? Chunky money from another job, right? Is there a second form of income or chunky money coming her way? Okay. I will use my 4 hexa tarot on that.
Hello, boy.
All right. Hey, you're welcome, Claudia. Good seeing you. That's right. Don't. I was so aghast when our son was over and Sonny got up on the couch by me and I just saw all this loose hair on him. And I figured it was from our son petting him. And I'm just like, oh man. And I was looking for that brush then and I couldn't find it.
You know, and I think the big booming music is bothering him. That's why he sort of looks concerned.
It could be.
I hear it from next door, wherever it's from.
Oh, it's from next door. They're out on
Yep.
the patio there. Wait till I play my HomePod later. I'll give them some music. Whoa. All right. The Flowbee? What is the Flowbee?
It's got to be a Texas thing.
What? Oh. Well, guess what, Victoria? You start off with upright, the Wheel of Fortune.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. And you've got the Knight of Water reversed. Ah. This is really bizarre. And you got the Fool reversed.
They're such pretty cards. This is for Hoxa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything MJ does. That's why I have like 13 of... Whoopsie. As I break something else. That's why I have 13 of her decks. Because she's so good. I think these were safer up here. That's
All
okay.
right.
That's a paperweight. I will
So
get it. In a minute.
in Lenormand, we get the child and the scythe, which is pointing away from the child. Children should not have sharp objects.
Let it go. I'll get it later.
Okay.
It's okay. It'll survive down there. I think it's too heavy for Sunny to bat around. Okay, so what kind of folly is this, Victoria? On the one hand, you have the Fool reversed, which indicates to me don't take any chances or any risks at this time. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune that says, hey, but luck is on your side. But do you want to risk it? I don't know here. This is such a wacky reading.
It sounds like gambling.
If this was, yeah, right. If this was more of a love reading, I would say with that Knight of Water reversed here, be careful about gambling and risking where you place your heart right now. You know, I'd worry about that a little bit. The wheel is on your side, but yet taking a risk at this time and going all in on something may not be warranted. So I would say use your luck wisely at this time. Make important and deliberate choices and decisions in order to bring in that chunky money or that extra income. Because otherwise, some risk that you take, something just you do willy-nilly that you think might work for you could cause you more grief, that Knight of Water, than you had anticipated. But if you do things, if you ride this energy right, and you don't do things without forethought, I think that it should work out for you. What's this again?
The child and the Sith, and it's very confusing to me.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Okay.
Did you do the other cards?
Probably I did not, but I mostly agree with you. I feel like this is saying really it's about a matter of luck or chance whether this might arrive, and whether or not you can tip that at all is slightly favored perhaps, but there still is this idea of something unexpected. And so to me, my mind is saying, don't get pulled in by something where they say, well, if you do this investment, we can guarantee this. Probably not true.
I think fate and karma and luck are on your side here for the most part. Despite the reversed cards, I just have the feeling that this is just saying, and you know what? Maybe he's more right than me, I think, here, in that maybe something is just going to come your way. In other words, a deliberate act, taking a calculated risk or gamble, or deciding you're going to go out and do something on a whim is not in your best interests. Maybe you need to let this unfold on its own. That if you just kind of sit back, an opportunity might come your way that you can jump on. I feel here with the child and the psyched, this might say to me, don't take deliberate steps forward. Don't cut things out right now before you should. In other words, don't cut and run on something. For example, maybe you actually find something that is better than what you're working at now. And I know maybe you're in the mindset, if you're smart, you're in the mindset of, well, I want to make them both work. But don't cut and run on what you're doing now until you're sure this opportunity is really good for you, is really the right thing for you. I think it's like, don't cut and run too soon from something you've already maybe been slowly developing and working on.
Hi, Kay. Thanks for dropping in, but we are closed. We're about a half an hour over our overtime. So I just wanted to interject that so that you're not waiting too long to hear that.
Yeah, and but we'll be here Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can make it for more questions, or come back next Sunday and we'll try to fit you in. But try to get here early. We're here from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
On Sundays, our list often closes early because we get all of the available spots filled pretty quickly.
And if you come here early and you leave your question with our moderator, we will do them in the order that we receive them. You don't have to stay for the whole show. You could come back and check on the reading later. So
Right,
keep that
exactly.
in mind, because we want to encourage you to come on back. All right. Well, sorry, I just kicked your camera. So at any rate, it's kind of a convoluted reading, I will say that, Victoria. I have a feeling that if fate dictates it, something could come your way. But don't try to force it to happen, and don't take any risky maneuvers to make it happen. Luck is on your side, but you got to flow with it rather than force it to happen.
I like that.
If that makes sense to you. I wish you luck with that. Good luck.
Not sure about that.
Your daughter.
Do you want me to leave those for a minute?
Just for a minute. Well, I see why you would say that, because the child card here, if
You're
it was
welcome.
a general reading, we could maybe go into that. But because you asked specifically about money, I really don't think it relates in this case. But I definitely might have had something to say if it was about your daughter. But I don't think it applies in this reading.
I don't either.
Yeah. So,
All right, and you're welcome then.
good luck with that.
And we are on Violet then.
Yes, and she's got for my Uncle Alan on the emotional front. Why is not having a loving mother still affecting me so much, and what can I do to get past this? Okay, that's a good question. We will get beyond that. Get on that. Or I said get beyond that. Get on that. Do you want a specific deck, or do you mind if he uses one of his? Because it would be his deck's turn. I leave that up to you, Ms. Violet Lotus. Well, I'm sorry, only one question per customer, but hey, you can ask that next time, even if it's not Mother's Day.
Okay, I'm going to use my Secrets Tarot again.
Okay. The Secrets Tarot is a nice one for this. You know, it's funny, I have kind of the opposite experience of you two because I really think deep down my mother loved me, but she treated me badly anyway, you know, because she had other issues in her life. And that's all. So I think I come from a different place of wholeness there that, is a little bit different from yours, but I did not have the greatest of childhoods for a number of reasons. It's just fortunate that she had a number of sisters and family members who had my back as well. So.
All right. 3 cards for your question. Queen of Wands.
Upright.
Upright. 10 of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords reversed.
Yeah. I gotta get that letter read. Oh my God. Hold on. This is from Uncle Alan. I think we're just reading this as 3 cards really here. Uncle Alan realizes this makes you feel very somber. You know, when I think of, wait, that's the Queen of Wands?
Yeah.
I thought it was the Queen of Swords.
Nope.
She looks somber there. She doesn't look like her usual.
It's the Secrets Tarot. They all look somber.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that then. Uncle Alan says, truly, and I feel this way when I see that card, he's so admiring of you, Violet, in this way, in that despite the pain, despite the heartache that you have gone through, you really do shine a light for others. You really do try to maintain a positive, optimistic, magnetic attitude about yourself. And it's admirable. He's so happy that you are able, and he feels in his heart or in his spirit up there that you have the courage and the fortitude to overcome this. You really do. He understands how bad this hurts. Sometimes we don't get over it in this lifetime. And right now, with that ace of swords there, it still leaves an empty feeling inside of you. Like, that you have lost something here. That's a great defeat for you, that you haven't had what many people have had. And yet, look at you today, Uncle Alan said. Be proud of who you are. You shine. You totally shine.
Right. There's no greater persona of courage and certain forms of strength than the Queen of Wands in a way. Another way of looking at the reversed Ace of Swords could be that Uncle Alan or others feel there's just a victory yet to be won by you, and that it's not necessarily over, but that there's still more to do there. And that, of course, is maybe the 10 of Cups reversed, resolving the emotional discomforts that you still feel.
Yeah, that 10 of Cups is all about, family relationships gone amok. And so right there. But I feel that Queen of Wands is you. It's not your mom. It's you.
Yeah,
and
I think so too.
That's how Uncle Alan views you.
I agree. They are perfect. And here's the ring.
This is so interesting that it came out when you got the Ace of Swords. It's been coming out a bit today.
And the scythe has come out 3 or 4 times today, but this one.
Yeah.
And of course, it's by the sword.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
I certainly noticed that. And so I think here what it is saying is make a commitment towards cutting that sorrow out of your life. Make a commitment towards working towards accepting that the past is the past. You cannot change it, but you can change cutting that sorrow out of your life. You can do that. You can't change what's happened to you, but you can change how you intellectualize it and how you deal with it internally. And that's what Uncle Alan's message is for you.
And make a commitment towards tackling or cutting the situations that keep you from that final victory you're looking for, that achievement that you have yet to get.
So that's his message. It's like I've had a lot to process over the years, and there you just have to come to terms with it here on how you're no longer a victim of that. The past is the past, it's gone. I am here now, and this is who I am. And this is what I've become because I am stronger than what tried to take me down. Right? You know it. You know it. So I wish you luck with that. It's a never ending battle. And to say that, even when I see the Scythe card and the Ace of Swords here, this goes for Victoria, this goes for everybody else out there like ourselves who have had some parental traumas in our lives. I think here, it's never going to totally go away. Sometimes it will come back to haunt you, but you can really definitely navigate through this. You can make it less of an issue and rely more on the person you are now and the good things that you do in life and the things that you have accomplished that make that seem like, hey, been there, done that, it's gone, it's over. Good luck with that.
All right. So that wraps up another show.
That's it, Victoria. I don't let it define me. No, thank you, ma'am. Hey, that does wrap up our show. It's been a great one today. Appreciated the questions. I think some of the cards were like crazy spot on today. So I hope everybody got the messages they needed to hear. It's not always what we want to hear, of course. And we're ready to see you next time. I hope you have a great week ahead. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Regardless of whether you get acknowledged or not for your good works, motherhood is a sacred obligation. And thank you all for what you have done for your families. I wish you the best and have a great week ahead. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.